like Meatloaf Bailey. What a PR stunt. Look at me, guys. Yeah, I would do anything for pound notes. And I'm going to sit in a restaurant and I'm going to look like, oh, I'm proper Chelsea and I love Chelsea. And this is all on Siri Merchant at Barley. What a load of bollocks. So it right, up to Chelsea, up to MineralsFC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in. I hope everyone's doing well, winning in life. First and foremost, I want you all to smash to pieces that like button. If you haven't smashed that like button, smash it right now. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you subscribe. We're very close to the 12K on the MineralsFC. And let's have it right. We got the notification bell, ding dong, all that. So you know when we go live. And salute to all the MineralsFC Ultras. Everyone's letting me know they are starting to get their notifications back. Well, let's have it right. We override with our Minerals the shadow bans on this channel. And we got the MineralsFC Ultras membership pinned at the top of the live chat and down below in the description. Let's have it right. Salute to all the MineralsFC Ultras. Salute to everyone in the chat. Make sure you land your comments in the chat. Get in the chat. Land it. Put all your thoughts, land all your FCs and all your minerals, bruv, because I tell you now, we are absolutely in the gutter. We are in the gutter. Our football club is absolutely dead and fucking buried. And I'm not even exaggerating. This is a joke. It's a disaster. This is my worst nightmare at Chelsea Football Club. You understand me? This is not Chelsea. Everything we're seeing now, everything. And I don't just talk about the ownership. I'm not just talking about the directors. I am talking about the fan base. That ain't even Chelsea no more. It is absolutely disgraceful. There's no backbone. It's divided. It's full of football manager, Twitter virgin melts. It's full of all the FIFA merchants. It's done. It's done out here. Honestly. I'm not even exaggerating. Someone explained to me, right? The track record of these clowns that are in our football club, ever since they've walked through the door, everything they've done has been a fucking calamity. And I don't want to hear no Toothpick Jacobs, all right? I don't want to hear no fraud laws. I don't want to hear no Fabrizio 20 hours a day merchants or Pawnsteins propping up what these clowns have done. Propping up what these directors have done. Oh, they made some good signings. They've done some good business, selling Mason Mount, selling Kai Havertz and all this shit. Shut up, you melts, yeah? You little bought brown envelopes. I don't want to hear all this nonsense, all right? They ain't done anything good at this football club. Nothing whatsoever. Because why? We haven't won nothing. We haven't competed for nothing. And we're sure hell ain't in Champions League, being at the elite level. Because we are an elite football club. We are the biggest in London. Let's have it right. It's like we got to remind everyone, bruv. You know what I'm saying? We see things they'll never see. Yeah, shout out Chelsea old boys. Salute to our MineralsFC Ultra, Chelsea Ultra, bruv. Proper Chelsea, bruv. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. The fan base is like this. The fan base has gone doolally, mate. Yeah? They're either going doolally for the pound note. They want to be a celebrity. They want to be someone in the game. All right? Or they're just outright fucking stupid. Because I tell you this, everything they've done, these owners, since they walked through our doors, yeah, at Cobham, is literally sabotaged us, stripped us to the bare fucking naked bone, bruv. You understand me? All right? It's that bad. It's that deep, yeah? that we are naked, mate. Yeah, we got nothing. All our assets have been stripped, and no one even blinks an eyelid. No one even sees it. It's hilarious, mate. I'm laughing at you idiots. I'm literally laughing. The fan base, the majority, and let's have it right. Clown Lake loves social media. They love those platforms. They love all the YouTube platforms that push out all their narratives. They love all the journalists, the fraudulent brand envelopes. They love all that. But that is what's killed our club. This is what's killing our club. Because how can you have trust with these owners to hire you their fifth gaffer in less than 2 years? Let me just refresh your memory. They sacked Tuchel, who's the only elite gaffer we've had at our football club ever since they've been at this football club. And they didn't hire him. Roman Abramovich did. And he won us trophies. He landed minerals without his own team. All right? Without his own signings. You didn't need to tailor for Tuchel. Tuchel tailored it. Hand-tailored, bruv. Yeah? Tailor-made minerals, yeah, of eliteness. Yeah? Problem-solving. Elite gaffer, tactician. Landed down minerals. They bring us Jellyfish Potter on a 5-year deal, 12 million a year. They then sack him because they can't hold on to the trust of process because the supporters didn't allow him to then go and bring us Frank Lampard when they could have got us Luis Enrique, who wanted to manage the Champions League quarter-final against Real Madrid. All right, they could have gone and tried and got a Nagelsmann after that. They didn't. Do you know why? Because Nagelsmann said this project that these clowns have got ain't for football, and it's a club in troubled water, deep waters, bruv. He's not wrong. He's not fucking wrong. He knows what's going on. He stayed well clear, bruv. Enrique stayed well clear. Jose Mourinho stayed well clear, saying, what did he say? He said, I'm not coming back, my friend. This is not the Chelsea we know anymore. All that together. After Frank Lampard, who failed, you bring in an ex-Spursy gaffer. Dictate him. You dictated every manager except Tuchel. And then Pochettino decided, I'm not going to be dictated. I'm done with this shit show. And I'm talking about a Spurs gaffer who was a yes man under Daniel Levy, bruv, at Spursy that won nothing at that club for 5 years, all right? Never complained, never said nothing, bruv. Got them to Champions League final, did all of that. Tried to win them the league, bottled it all because that's the club and mentality that they are. That's the ownership that they are, bottle jobs. And he couldn't last one season at Chelsea Football Club with Clown Lake running it. That tells you everything you need to know. So someone fucking please explain to me, where is all this trust coming? How are you trusting this ownership to hire you another gaffer? And let's have it right. Poch walked. He didn't get sacked like they're promoting that he got sacked because they want to make themselves look like they're big daddy bollocks. You think this Siri Merchant Barley, some Pablo Escobar, he's a fraudulent Pablo Escobar. He's a Pablo Escobar from Wish. Let's have it right. And Meatloaf Bowley's Meatloaf from Wish. Do you understand me? And Jose Fagaziano, fuck know what he is, man. This guy's just a fraud anyway, bro. Yeah, opportunist, bro. He's a con artist, yeah? All right? The whole consortium are a joke. They're an embarrassment, all right? Where's your trust coming from? Because I'll tell you what I trust. I trust the protest because it's the only fucking thing that can save our football club. And I mean save it, literally save it. You see, supporters are so gone jellyfish and wishy-washy and spineless that they actually don't believe that they can change anything. They think a protest won't do nothing. Have you not learned anything? Have you not learned? With Roman, it wouldn't do fuck all, except the Super League, he pulled it out because Petr Cech happened to come down, all right? But that was a rare occasion. But have you not learned anything? Do you not understand that these clowns are the most PR-driven ownership I've ever seen in the history of football? They are PR-driven. So what do you think the PR says? And what does the data tell you? And what will all the journalists do? What, they're not going to write about a fucking protest from Chelsea Football Club supporters? They're not going to write about that? They're not going to report that and what they chant and what they're saying? Are you deluded? You're mad. That is the most powerful PR that they can't control. And that's what will change the dynamics at Chelsea. And you have to do it before they hire this fucking next yes man. You have to do it before they sell any more players or buy any more players. And all you're getting listed with is under 25-year-olds. Hello, Simon Phillips. You, let's have it right, bullshitter. They ain't changing their model, stripping the under 25 model. Every player I've seen is 25 or under, not over. All right? Because the model doesn't collaborate with it, mate. So shut up with your stupid propaganda and false lies to buy time. Secondly, Toothpick Jacobs, yeah? I'm calling you out right now, right fucking now. I'm calling this wrong'un out, yeah? And this wrong'un, let's introduce this wrong'un, as we always do on every show. He got blacklisted by the BBC, one of the biggest platforms in the UK, all right, for news, for the media, for people like little Toothpick Jacobs that want to make a name for themselves as a journalist. He got blacklisted for leaking information that BBC didn't want leaked. He tried to deny it when he had his login in and out with times that they could prove in court. So he got away with it, and he's never allowed to work at the BBC again. All of a sudden, he comes out of fucking nowhere in the summer where we got sanctioned, feeding all the information from CBS, an American platform, because he can't work with anyone in the UK. He has to go on the American platform. And now this guy's in the pocket. Let's have it right. He's in the pocket of Meatloaf Bowley and Siri Merchant and the whole Clown Lake consortium. And he is propagandaing that they got their guy. It's the final piece. Their next manager is going to be the final piece. The squad is in the perfect condition for them to bring their next gaffer in, and they're going to give him a long-term contract starting with 3 years, which is no different to Poch. Poch had 2 years, maybe plus an extension, so same old shit. And they're going to say he's the missing piece, and the project's going to work, and it's going to be fantastic. And the director's doing a great job. The recruitment's been amazing. As it fuck, yeah, all right. Propagandering and outright saying that the gaffer is not to tailor the model, the directors, or the signings, or the team itself. It's the model that tailors the directors who are in the model, who are controlled as yes men, and it tailors the gaffer that they appoint. In other words, they are a yes man. That's why you will not see any manager on this list of candidates that has got any fucking credentials of winning any elite trophies or being consistent in the game or even playing Champions League football at this fucking rate. Yeah. We are looking at 2 championship managers. 2 fucking championship managers. Is this a fucking wind up, bruv? Yeah. They've won nothing. And you're going to bring them into the Premier League in the most relentless league with no experience, and you're going to put them in the hot seat at Chelsea Football Club. And of course, our supporters are just going to go, oh yeah, let him cook. My gaffer. You're fucking gone, mate. You're gone. Because I'm telling you now, you allow this to happen, you allow this gaffer to be appointed, and it's going to be some fucking McKenna, some fucking geezer, what's his name, Enzo, or De Herpes. And they're bringing up all these shit names, all these low championship names to make you think, oh, Amorin and De Herpes, they're top tier. They came out, the owners, and go, there's a mystery gaffer out there. And that mystery gaffer, this mystery gaffer is of a high elite level. It's a high respectable level. Yeah. In their fucking clown eyes, their deluded eyes, that's going to be Amorin and De Herpes. And what have they done? What's De Herpes done? Why is anyone twerking for this guy? What, because he's come from the Seagull Merchants? Where did they finish this year? Have you looked at his defensive record? Have you looked at his defense? Have you seen McKenna's defensive record? Is this mad or what, bruv? Is people actually buying into this nonsense? What the fuck's wrong with you lot? This is delusion. This is madness, bruv. This is outright suicide. And you want to allow our football club to go further in the mud than it already is. Honestly, it makes you want to cry, bruv. Honestly, it makes you... I have never, ever... This is a nightmare, bruv. This is the darkest I've ever seen Chelsea, bruv. I don't care what you tell me. This is relegation level, bruv. This is a disaster. All right? I can't take it, bruv. Yeah, I can't understand that this fan base is trusting these owners, these clowns, to go and make another appointment of a gaffer after their 5 appointments that they've already made. 5 appointments. 5 gaffers, but they've appointed 3. Tuchel's 1. That's 1. Potter. Bruno Mars came in for a small segment. That's free. Yeah, we're going by Wikipedia. Let's have it right. Frank Lampard 4, Pochettino 5. That means technically this is going to be the 6th recruited gaffer in 2 years at Chelsea Football Club. That is not a model or a process I fucking well trust. So why am I trusting these owners to go and hire a 6th gaffer? And you're sitting there holding your dicks, holding your bollocks, shoving dildos up you, going, oh, it's all right. Don't worry. We can't do anything about it. Of course, we can do something about it. We can protest and we can start by Sunday. We can start by Sunday. The geezer that put the protest out, it went viral. Then Meatloaf Bowley likes a tweet against McKenna because everyone thought the protest was about McKenna. No, it's about that we're not happy as Chelsea supporters. You don't fucking listen to the Chelsea supporters. You're not interested in listening to the Chelsea supporters. You're too busy listening to Toothpick Jacobs, Fabrizio Romano, Pornstein, Nizar Kinsella, Matt Law, and all these fucking arseholes that are bought. You're too interested in listening to these guys and believing their false narratives. You're too busy trusting in this ownership. They've got no track record for you to even say that you can trust them. Honestly, it's so backwards, bruv. It's as backwards as how they've destroyed our football club and tried to rebuild a model because they want this Hollywood fairy tale like they're from fucking Disneyland. It's Fantasia, and they're wearing their little magician hats like Mickey Mouse because they are Mickey Mouses. They're a jokers, but they're Teletubbies. That's what they are. They're a poor man Teletubby, yeah, brigade. That's what they are, and they believe. We got our AI, we've got our Data FC and the data and the XG because we're XG pool merchants. Fantastic. Top tier. We should be top 4. Yeah, top 4 in the last, 7 games of the league? It's a 38-game season, my sons. We're looking at the whole fucking league. You don't just segment one little piece, you mugs. All right, which is what they prop and use for the narrative to put out there to say, yeah, we should be in the top 4. If you look at the whole season across the board, we should not be in the top 4. No, we're fucking near it. And that's why we're not in it, because we're not good enough to be in it. Do you understand what I'm saying? These guys want this Hollywood movie, Disney FC, because that's what they are, Disney FC merchants, of we brought this model in. We revolutionized the game, bringing NFL and baseball, Moneyball, and data-driven and AI scouting as the leading denominator to recruit, to build this football club and destroy everything Roman built to rebuild it, to then bring in our own guy because we want the Xabi Alonso story. We want the Lego Ed Merchant story. Why don't you just go and get Xabi Alonso then? Why don't you, better still, why don't you go and notch up? Why does it have to be a young gaffer? More inexperience. With inexperienced carrying Winstanley Stuart Little from mid clubs, inexperienced medical team from a celebrity firm that is hired by these clowns called Remedy to recruit medical doctors and physios. Go and do your research. That's mid, that's non-elite, that's not experience in the game of football, and especially at Chelsea Football Club. All right. What about non-experienced players? No experience in the players because you're gutting that all out. And you want to bring an inexperienced gaffer on top of that to go, we did this, we built this, we're fucking revolutionized the game. You're revolutionizing your pockets, mate. Yeah. In your bank accounts. Because you stripped our 2 hotels, you stripped our Cobham training ground, all for profit, for your bank account, for Chelsea, for profit and loss, which you ain't even using because that was a lie, all right? Because if that's the case and you put it onto your sister company and Chelsea's still going to get the profits, you don't need to sell Trev Chalobah, you don't need to sell Conor Gallagher. Maybe the gaffer that you're going to recruit wants these fucking players. In fact, the geezer that watches Ipswich is saying that McKenna would love Conor Gallagher. Isn't that ironic? Well, he's getting sold. Same scenario as Pochettino before he came in and all the players got stripped that he definitely would have had at Chelsea. So it's rinse and repeat, recycle the same model, yet they're going for less qualified gaffers, less qualified. Do you understand me? Less inexperience, a little more, no experience. All right. And from another league that's beneath the Premier League is suicide. All right. Do you know why? Because there's no one that will tolerate yes man tax. McKenna, someone like McKenna, someone like what's his name, Enzo. These guys, they're desperate for Chelsea job. Thomas Frank, Dumbo Frank, he'll fly immediately, bruv, right now from Brentford to Chelsea Football Club and land a job at Chelsea. They'll never get a better job than that. That's their dream job. It's an elite football club. We are a fucking elite football club. Do you understand me? We're an elite football club. We're not a fucking mid-table club. So why doesn't the supporters act like it? Why don't you have your standards where they should be? Why are you accepting this? Acceptance is a downfall. Do you understand me? Yeah? All you fucking copy and paste merchants, yeah? All of you accounts, all of you with a voice, and you ain't speaking like this. You're a fucking disgrace, and you deserve to be in the mud where we will be. Do you understand me? We're already in the mud. We are so far dead and buried at this football club that you're allowing these fucking PR machines that are generational PR to manipulate the fan base into believing this nonsense. That's why I get attacked, because I call it out, yeah? Every brown envelope, every fucking lying journalist, yeah? They're all bought. They're all scripted. They all know what's going on. The Gaffer's already done anyway, bruv. They're making out all this pantomime. They're giving you all these lists just like they did with Pochettino. Pochettino's the best yes man you're ever going to get. Now it's a downgrade. And most of these Gaffers are similar to Pochettino. In fact, they're poor man Pochettinos. That's how bad it is at Chelsea, all right? Because they can't get anyone better than Poch. That was their limit. That was the best they were going to get, and they fucked that up, all right? Because Matt Law, hello, mate, you're a fraud. You came out and said on that Twitter space, let's have it right, that what? Poch is, I know Poch personally, he didn't demand signings. He didn't demand for experience. He didn't demand, are you fucking stupid? You're an outright liar. That's propping the clowns because he wants his gig at Chelsea. He wants his connections. He wants these brown envelopes. Let's have it right. I tell you what goes down, bruv. Yeah, because he did want Trev to stay. He does want Thiago Silva to stay. He did want Conor Gallagher to stay, and he wanted experience, and that's why he walked, because he realised he was only going to get more children at this football club. He wasn't going to be backed, and he was sick of being dictated on the pitch, because the leaks were they want a gaffer that will listen to the ownership, listen to the directors, and have them on the field, on the pitch, dictating coaching. Do you understand me? That means team lineups. That means who you can and can't play because of transfers and all this. So, for example, if Conor Gallagher, who's in a very strong position, says, fuck you, I'm not leaving, all right, he can stay at Chelsea and run his contract down. There's nothing they can do about it. These clowns can't do nothing. But what they will do, they will use the Matt Laws, the Toothpick Jacobs, the Fabrizio Romanos to push out a story, a narrative to try and mud Conor Gallagher, all right? And they'll force an agenda, then there already is an agenda. There's already a divide with Conor. So it's perfectly laid out. The lane is laid out for them to feed that side of the fan base with agenda to make it more toxic for Conor to stay. If he does stay, the order will be to the next yes man, you're not playing this guy. And he can rot on the fucking bench. Now, all the proper Chelsea, you said, we will riot if we sell Conor Gallagher. But do you want to wait till Conor Gallagher is finished at the Euros and we've already got that yes man in the dugout where it's all too late, then he's already on a contract? Or do we want to be proactive because we've given them 2 fucking years? We have given these clowns who have fucked our club, all right? And you want to give them another season to see how it goes because you think we don't have any power. The power has always been with the supporters, first and foremost. We are the voice. We are the heart and soul of this football club. That doesn't change, all right? We protest. Their PR is fucked, all right? Their plans are fucked. They're going to have to change the decision on the manager. They're going to have to speak out to supporters. Why? Because every tier 1 journalist, every news broadcast, every platform worldwide will be filming, picturing, and tweeting and writing articles on that protest, which the clear message is blue co out. Yeah? Or you sort it out, which you don't want to do. And that PR will cut like a knife through Lurpak butter, because we like Lurpak. It's proper stuff, that. Yeah? We don't like the cheap shit, all right? That will cut through like a knife through butter. You understand me? And will melt them melts. Yeah? Because that's the only way to fight against their PR train, which is manipulating supporters. Now, fuck all you Twitter melts who ain't even going to turn up to a protest because you ain't got fucking minerals, and probably most of you don't even live in this country. I'm talking to proper Chels. I'm talking to the Chelsea supporters that go to the fucking games, all right? It's time everyone stood up. It's time everyone was there on Sunday. I'm not leading this shit. These are random accounts that have put this out. But fuck me, it needs to be done. And if it's not done, shut up and enjoy the Clown Lake ride. Just shut up. Don't bitch. Don't moan. Don't put tweets out. Shut your mouths. What are you moaning about? You're accepting it. So accept what comes with it. Yeah? Because this is going to be years of this shit. All right? Unless we make a difference now before it's too late. Because it's already too late that they've implemented this model. This model's gone too far gone. And they are giving responsibility and power to these directors. They trust and give all the power to the directors. Let me actually tell you the true narrative. They are broadcasting that through the Toothpick Jacobs and Matt Laws and all these wrong'uns, yeah? All right? Because they are yes men. They don't have control. They are the fall guys for the owners, so they don't get blamed. So it's the owners that never get blamed. That's why Poch gets blamed. That's why the agenda's on Poch. Now he's out. Now people are like celebrating Poch is out. I don't think you realise what's to come, right? You've seen the manager choices and they're fucking scary, mate. Yeah? They're not Chelsea level. None of them are Chelsea level. None of them are worthy to sit in our dugout. We've had Jellyfish Potter. We've had that. We've had an ex-Spursy. I'm not downgrading any fucking more. And the gaffers they're bringing onto the table are downgrades from Potter. They're downgrades from Poch. We fight the PR. We have the power. And I've always said it. And I tell you this, Meatloaf Bowley liked that tweet because they are scared. And I know they're scared. They're scared of the protest on Sunday. And that poor geezer got so much abuse that he deleted his tweet, that he's suffering from mental health. You're a fucking disgrace. Anyone doing that, poor kid, bruv, who only loves his football club, who wants to make a change. And that tweet went viral. And he had to delete the tweet and make up excuses. And people are trolling this guy, man. What the fuck's wrong with people, man? Where's your humanity, bruv? Where's your humility? You ain't got none. You're all toss spots. You sit on your keyboards all day long, wanking off to a slosh pot wet or fucking playing your little computer games. Get in the real world, understand what's happening at Chelsea and fucking wake up and drink the damn minerals in. Adam says, I love Chelsea. It's literally one of the most important enjoyments of my life. It's goosebumps every time. I wish I'm in London. I would protest daily. Fuck Clown Neck Roman. Listen, I know there's plenty that would want to protest, but I'm talking about the ones that can. The ones that can protest. We have to be there. We have to be there. We will be there. We have to be there. I don't think you get it. They're going to not appoint the gaffer until the 1st of June, quote unquote, Matfield law. I wouldn't bite your lip. I think it'll be sooner than that. But it'll be next week. This is the time. Now, before they hire any gaffers, sell or sign any fucking players. Do you understand me? All right. Big up to Adam Rated. Big up to John CFC. He's a MineralsFC Ultra member. And you're going to get the Don Roman video right now. My geezer. That owner's standards. That's how you run an elite football club. Like Perez at Real Madrid. That's how elite it's run. Do you understand me? Yeah? Not anymore. We're run like Mickey Mouse. We're run like seagull merchants. And everyone's loving it. People are so fucking desperate and on their knees for the herpes who's fucking meant to be fiery. Now, let me spin this for you. Let me show you how these clowns work, right? Amorin's very silent. I know he's top number one list on the candidates, and people are going to wank over that. That's your prerogative. You do what you want. But I'll be staggered if he does take this job. Listen to these clowns and their demands, because their demands are on-field control. That is part of their deal, all right? So whoever takes this job is going to accept with an NDA in their contract that they are going to allow on-field dictatorship. Make that sink in. That's a fact, all right? So anyone lying about that, anyone false feeding the narrative, they're lying to you. Facts, all right? And I've known this because it's been the case ever since Potter walked through the fucking door. And the reason Tuchel got sacked is because they couldn't dictate him. He wouldn't allow him in the dressing room. They want to be allowed in that dressing room. That's including the directors, and they want to be at the training ground whenever they want, however they want, and to dictate the manager in charge. You can't build a football team like that because their football team's built by a model of data and AI. They're not building it with a gaffer. The gaffer is just an AI data fucking merchant. They are looking at data and AI to recruit this manager on championship scale. And they're trying to prop this guy, McKenna, that he's second to Pep. Or who is it? Enzo. One of them second to Pep on data. You're comparing, you idiots, Championship League to Premier League. Oh, my God, man. Oh, my God. They've given you a shit list, a poor man's list. This is a mid-table list. This is a Brighton list, basically. It's a Brighton level Gaffer list, all right? Which makes sense because they copied Seagull Merchants, yeah? And they're trying to maybe get on the act with McKenna. McKenna's desperate. He wants to come to Chelsea. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? It's the same Potter story, except this guy ain't even managed in the Premier League. But, oh, no, he's been assistant to Jose. He's been an assistant to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't give a fuck. Lego's been assistant to Pep Guardiola and ain't won fuck all. I'm not interested in that. That's a weak argument. It's got no substance, no credentials, no minerals. It's not at Chelsea level. So I'm not entertaining it. But what I will say is the herpes by Pawnstein he said that he's a fiery character. Chelsea did like him, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to work because he's too fiery. He's too opinionated. He's even broadcasted that he's fallen out with Bloom and the Brighton hierarchy. So why the fuck are Chelsea going to go for that? I will tell you, if they do go for the herpes, it's a PR stunt to try and manipulate supporters into believing that the herpes is not going to be a yes man, that the on-field is false, right? That they want on-field control is false. The herpes will take this job because it's a big job, bruv. And it's Chelsea, and he's going to get paid out, and he don't give a fuck, mate, yeah? That's if he does take the job. If Amorim takes the job, a similar situation, it will be the same case. But Amorim's already signed the contract with Sporting to stay. So where's Amorim coming from? They might want him. Let's have it right. So you're left with Michel, who's not on the list, some other Swedish guy, wherever he's from. I don't even care. They brought up the manager from Dortmund. He's not going to leave. He's in a Champions League final and he's been backed. So that's all a load of bollocks. So you're left with McKenna and Enzo, two championship managers. We are literally recruiting. What's Cole Palmer going to think? Cole Palmer's going to be like, wow, we're really fucking, this project's amazing. This is trust the process. What process are we trusting? This is our sixth gaffer. We've flipped the squad and downgraded in most departments, pretty much. So where's the trust the process? Listen, what is the process? I'm asking you lot. What's the process? Someone tell me what the process is. You lot don't know what the process is. You don't know what it is. I do. You don't know what the process is. It's to maximize profits by young players on low wage structure, on long contracts, spread out the payments, increase the value of these players by playing them, developing them into top players. Try and win on the field, as Siri Merchant says. Try. It's not a priority. And sell them to the next club that wants them for double the money, if not a quarter of the value, double or more. And while they've done that, they farmed using their multi-club clubs like a Strasbourg who are protesting as we speak against Blueco. Let's have it right. They've got more minerals, our entire fan base, and they're not an elite club like Chelsea and a stature like Chelsea, well renowned like that. You understand me? They're even landing minerals. Shows you how weak we are, right? They will farm these players to these clubs. They will develop for a year or two. And then when they've sold those players that have built value, like a Cole Palmer, for example, in a year's time when he said, fuck this shit, and I've got better offers, I can play Champions League football, they'll flip him, they'll sell him, and they'll have an Angelo, for example, to come in, or their Paez and all these guys to come in a year later and go, it's all right, we've got this player to replace them, and we bought them on the cheap on a long contract, and we're going to do the same. And it will be flipping burgers like they're in McDonald's, yeah? No salad, no ketchup, no mayonnaise, just fucking bare burnt burgers. Flipping them, bruv. Flipping them like Burger King as well. Yeah, they like Burger King because they think they're the kings of fucking Premier League. They think they're the kings of Chelsea. They're the clowns of Chelsea. They are the clowns of the Premier League. They are clowns of football. They are the clowns of sport as a whole. And they are worse than the Glazers. So that's the model. First start. The reason they've done that and how they do that is that they are AI driven. So they use an AI scouting platform, which is used by Burnley, who've just had light bulb head companies, just had him relegated from getting them up. And now he's gone down. Let's have it right. And now Bayern are after him. I don't believe it. And that's fucking suicide. The game's gone. And Bayern deserve everything they get. Why? Because they're bald. They're a dictatorship. And Tuchel and Nagelsmann fell out with these balls. That's why Nagelsmann got sacked, because he's fiery. And Tuchel's fiery as well. And if you take the piss and go behind Tuchel's back and fucking outright say that he's not got the end of after the next season, then you're going to get what you get. And now you're on your knees begging for Tuchel to stay. And he's saying, fuck you. You went behind my back. You snaked me. You didn't want to back me. And you made it public. That's the clowns at Bayern. That's what happens when you have a consortium. That's what happens when you have too many cooks in that rotten kitchen and they don't know how to cook a decent bit of grub. So they brought in these mid-directors because they're non-elite. Elite director, Christopher Vell, known in the game, went on gardening leave, actually resigned, left, walked out of the club. This guy's been scouting like Haalands and all this stuff, bruv. All these players, top players. He brought through Werner's back then when he was booming at Leipzig. You know what I'm saying? He's got an eye. He knows the game. He knows how football structure should be. These clowns' structure is AI scouting based upon Burnley and MLS, as the whole league uses it in MLS, with data and analytics, because Winstanley's come from that. All right, before bagging this job, how he bagged it is just the biggest con artist. And Stuart Little from Monaco, who have a good, decent track record of Mbappe's coming through, your Falcao's coming through. They've got good talent ID, and they're taking players before they're superstars. And that's what their model is. That model has to be tailored for that reason, and the gaffer has to do as they're told. No elite gaffer, a Tommy T, a Jose Mourinho, a Luis Enrique, a Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp is going to fucking sit in that dugout and go, I'm going to be happy with just kids and under 23-year-olds, all right, with potential. And you expect me to get Champions League football. You expect me to win titles. You expect me to compete. I want to win now. Elite gaffers want to win now. Pep Guardiola says you can't win anything with kids. He fucking well knows, and he's a genius in the game. But yet we're trying to find our next genius in the game. It's delusion. Geniuses don't come around every so often, mate. They don't just pop out the fucking clouds and fall from the sky. Every season, there's a genius manager. You know what I mean? I thought Potter was a genius. I thought he was the next fucking geezer. No, he weren't. Failed. Got sacked. Let's have it right. Because the supporters don't allow it. The supporters have the power to dictate where the club goes, is my point. The model itself is a structure aligned to make money, and money only. And while they're doing that, which is what they're doing, they are stripping every asset out of football club, just like Daniel Levy and Enick, right? They own the stadium, they own the real estate, and the land that they knocked down, and the flats they knocked down and built real estate is going to pay off the debt on the football club. They're going to own that. When they sell the club, they still own the real estate and they still own the stadium, right? That's exactly what these equity venture capitalist merchants are doing at Chelsea, because they're not footballing brains. They're not footballing people. They're money-making fiends, mate. They're vampires. So why are you trusting them? And why the fuck are you trusting Winstanley and Stuart Little? Their track record's horrendous. They haven't got a CV of any elite level. They haven't won anything. These directors have been with these clubs and won fuck all. So they want them as fall guys. They want the next gaffer to be a fall guy when it all goes tips up. And the ones at this moment in time, when that gaffer fails, it will be Karen Winstanley and Stuart Little. But they don't care, because by then, the structure's already in place. The money's already spent, and there's nothing to change. They'll just go and get another yes man, and it recycles over and over again. I know that they go in and out of the dressing room. I've known for over a year. I know that they dictate the lineups. I know that Winstanley Stuart Little have been trying to dictate not only Pochettino, Frank Lampard and Jellyfish Potter, well, they have been, all right, and the owners have been going out with their VIPs, pissed up, holding beer bottles. How would I know that? They've also done it to Emma Hayes, and Emma Hayes is the one that's actually got bollocks out of all of them. And Pochettino finally had some bollocks because he realised, he drew up his options and thought, Man United job's going to be free. They all talk behind the scenes, they know. 10 Bulldogs in the mud. Gareth Southgate might be his last season if he doesn't win anything. Last time at international level, he might go. England jobs available. Bayern Munich jobs available. And depending on which managers move about, there's availability more than ever. There's more availability for at big clubs, elite clubs. So, Pot's gone, yeah, I'm going to hold my head up high. I'm going to play the way I want to. I'm going to stick it to the owners because then I know they're not backing me. And I know they're going to sell the players that I'm building my team around. And I need some sort of chance. And even Gallagher and Trev, I'm not saying that they are the best to build with, but they are a core and a DNA in the Chelsea through and through. And you need that in your squad, at the very least in your squad. Yeah. These lot are selling them for the pound. No, it's publicised today. And I've known it since for 2 transfer windows. These guys are gone. They can force their stay, but the reality is the PR will be used to force them out. If you're going to accept this, you deserve what you get because you don't know what they're going to go and buy. Their transfer targets are more young players again. 17-year-olds are seen, another 19-year-old or 21-year-old. And it's just like, oh, we're looking at a Barcelona surplus to requirements defender at 25 years old. Great. Real ambition, that. Real elite quality, that is. No, it ain't. Big up Bobby. He says, big up Johnny. Dumpster diving for managers in the Championship is an insult to our heritage. Facts, bruv. And becoming MineralsFC Ultra member, you know the deal. Salute to Don Roman.
Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich!
You understand? Do people understand what I'm saying? I don't think people get it. All right. I don't think you quite comprehend what's happening at Chelsea and how these owners work. They are generational at manipulating the narrative. They are narrative setters. All right. And their puppets are people like this. And I'll give you an example why. Yeah. This one in particular, big pawn in the game.
To get money from agents to publish information is not legal for a journalist. After 1 second, find one proof and I will deactivate my account.
Fab, I think you're taking this a bit to heart, honestly.
No, it's not too hard. It's too hard because you are on your fucking sofa just using my name and attacking me from your Twitter account with no face, no name and nothing. Just joking on me.
Yeah.
It's not too hard for me because I'm working and I don't like to go on Twitter and see the shit you're putting. Okay. So it could be too hard for you, not for me. I'm working and I don't want someone else to come in and joke on my news. You can joke about it. It's fine. It's humor. It's okay. But joke, not say that I'm getting money. Because I'm not getting any fucking money from the agents of any player. So joke whatever you want. Do humor on me, on my name, or whatever you want.
I'll make it clear. I'll make it clear.
Yeah, we'll make it clear. We'll make it fucking clear. The majority of the meeting with Pochettino was held by Winstanley Stuart before Egbali came into it. At board level, they are very highly looked upon. There is a feeling that they are building a good squad. The board trusts them. They are very highly valued. They're fucking dictated. Now, Egbali and Feliciano are the main players in this structure. They are the main players in making decisions. But don't get it twisted. Do not think for 1 second that Meatloaf Bowley doesn't have a hand in this. He's got a very strong hand in this. Fucking strong. In fact, it's the 3-ring circus. They're all in it together. But what they do is, Bowley was meant to step back, was he not? At the start of the season. Because he played sporting director. They bought the club without getting a sporting director and spent 335 million, right? They then went and spent a further to take up 635 million in January. And in the summer, they took it up to 1 billion and giving 235 million to the Seagull Merchants Brighton. We were financially clear of debt because of Roman Abramovich. He left us 1.5 billion debt free, wiped it slate clean off the club. So someone explained to me, how are we in FFP debt? Because of them. Yet they want to blame Roman, their PR, because they got an agenda on Roman. Wise, when they were looking to buy the club, the Swiss 5% merchant on this consortium said, I've got a driven ambition to buy Chelsea Football Club because of my dislike of Roman. And I'm going to prove it to you right now. And while I do that, smash the like button. Smash that like button. Let me get it up. I need to get it up. Boom! You just don't know when I land the damn minerals. You just do not fucking know when I land it. All right? But people don't acknowledge these things. Now, another thing you need to acknowledge is Roman Abramovich was Russian, right? Oligarch, sanctioned, can't say nothing, can't do nothing. He never chose these owners. Rain Group chose them, an American firm, for an American consortium. Yeah? Russia and America, as you know, politics, right now as we speak, don't get along too fair. You understand me? They're not best buddies, mate. So what makes you think Roman went and sold this club to these clowns? He did not. He had no choice. What he did have a choice in doing, though, was a Glazer clause, which Meatloaf Bowley and Siri Merchant and Joseph Feliciano found the loophole in. They made Bowley chairman, and they made him an employee under their ownership. And he earns 20 million a year. That's 100 million after 5 years, and another 5 years, because they have to split it every 5 years. The next 5 years under their 10-year plan to own the club, which is why everything's fast track at this football club. Siri Merchant will be on that chairman role, or a Feliciano, and they will bank and cash their next 100 million. That's 200 million squeezed out of our football club, just like that, without blinking an eyelid. Right? Loophole merchants. Now they've spent the billion, they could strip the assets from the football club and transfer them over from Chelsea under Blueco's the parent of Chelsea, but they're taking it from the Chelsea name of ownership and putting it onto their Blueco company, sister company, which is separate to Blueco 22 Midco, all right? That has an account in the Cayman Islands, right? Real estate's on there, Cobham training grounds on there, the 2 hotels on there, and the mansions are on there that they bought for the so-called stadium rebuild, which they can't even build till 2027, right? So, are you going to wake up, or you want to just sit there and trust these vampires that have stripped blood-sucking money out of our football club to recruit another manager who isn't even a manager? He's not a gaffer. Stop saying my gaffer, because he's not a gaffer. He's a yes man, do as I say so, little coach with no bollocks. Yeah, you understand me? Big up to Forest Stan. He says, Lee Gunner is baking a cake on OnlyFans with Astrid wet right now, geezer. Shout out to Eunice. He's a bit of a quirky fella. Lanson Phil Collins fella. Clown leg, we see your true colours. Shitting on our club, we see your true colours. Pound note merchants. Let's have it right. Get the fuck out. Big up to Adam Rated. Gifted 20 MineralsFC memberships. What a geezer. Love to you, my man. And respect to everyone in here who's a MineralsFC Ultra. And that is very kind of you, mate. Very kind of you. And we will always salute our Don Roman every time a MineralsFC Ultra member comes and joins and supports this channel, bruv. This channel says it for what it is, bruv. I'm not here to fucking play around.
Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich!
Big up Rebel Rising, Ultra as well. He says, I'm from Austria. I'm not living in the UK. Please, everyone who is living in the UK in London, please stand up for our club and protest for Chelsea. Let's get our club back and the standards back we had. And it's not only we had, that we deserve. We deserve it. Roman left us as champions of the world. He left us in the top 4 in Champions League football. He left us competing at some sort of level, and all we needed was tweaking. These lot are nowhere near that fucking level. And you know how hard it is to build that? I'll tell you how easy it is. Because Roman Abramovich came in his first season and had us second in the league. His second season won us the Premier League. His third season won us the Premier League. And he went and got Jose Mourinho, who had proven winning the Champions League and the Portuguese League. Back to back, he won the Portuguese League. He went and got a winning mentality young Gaffer, who weren't one out the bottle. It's a special one. Because not every Gaffer comes through like Jose Mourinho or a Pep Guardiola or a Johan Cruyff. You understand me? And deliver continuously, non-stop, wherever they go, and deliver trophies. That's what Roman did. And he hired and fired if you didn't land the minerals and win and deliver trophies, and kept the standards high, and every player knew that. And even John Terry came out and said, Roman Abramovich gave us everything we needed, all, and allowed people to make the footballing decisions who are football professionals. These clowns are doing the absolute opposite of everything Roman did, and you muppets are trusting that process. Shut up, man. You deserve everything you get, honestly. Big up to Bertram. MineralsFC Ultra says, and you've become a member. Respect to you, my geezer. Let's play it.
Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich!
He says, we got a protest, Johnny. Play your vid smoking the Ted Lasso Bowley pack. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals. We will do that. And we'll do a little, we'll add a little spice to it as well for you.
Greetings from Centre Parks, by the way. That's the background. I hope you're all well. This is just ridiculous, though, isn't it?
Oh, are you fucking having me on? Are you joking me right now? That's how deep that. This is how far they reach. Let me smoke that for you, Siri Merchant. Yeah? Let me smoke that for you, Ted Lasso Bowley. Yeah? You think you can fool us? You're a long way from Starbucks, mate. Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. Big up to you, my geezer, supporting the channel as always. Big up the clicks. He says, big up, Johnny. Keep landing it. How can the clowns upstairs expect us to trust in the process when they themselves don't believe in it? Because their process is not football based. That's why there's no process to trust. It's not a footballing project. It's a financial project to increase value, to build business value, increase value, and sell for profit. That's what Jose Feliciano came out and said publicly. He said his words exactly as I say them right now, and I'll do it in his accent, bruv. It is more important to build business value than win or lose on the field, which is important, but it's not as important. Right? That's a red flag altogether, mate. Red flag altogether. Facts. BR says, Gab Marcotti said Bowley fell out with Egbal and Feliciano. Clown Lake have strong-armed the entire consortium and are using directors as pawns. They are. They're the pawns. They're yes men. Listen. Egbali and Feliciano have the majority stake of 60% in Chelsea Football Club. They also have a load of suits and boots who have invested with them because they didn't have the revenue themselves to buy the club, which is why you have a consortium of Meatloaf Bowley to give it the whole sports experience illusion, right? And Wise is a 5% because he's worth a lot of money and he's in banking and all that, all right? And they got Mark Walters, who's with Bowley, who's very well renowned in American sports, owning a hockey league, all right, and also in baseball and that, all right. So you got them lot there, but I swear down, Egbali and Feliciano, they have to give a return to the ones that invested in this and that are part of that 60% share that you don't hear about. That's why they're fast tracking. That's why they make all the decisions. It's not for football in terms. It never has been. It never has been. And Gabriel Marcotti, who actually has got a season ticket, I believe, because when I sit with Nick Smith, I always see him at most games. Big up to Gab Marcotti, because he's spoken out a few times, but he's a football man, and he's actually heritage in the game, bruv. Let's have it right. Big up to Rob. Samra becoming a MineralsFC Ultra member. You're getting Don Roman, bruv, all day long.
Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich, Roman Abramovich.
Respect to you, my geezer. Respect to you supporting the channel. And I wanna ask everyone, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, help the true narrative get out. It's very important that we push the true narrative out. Big up to Ara. She says the Taliban would run Chelsea better than Clown Lake. That's mad. That's mad, bruv. That's mad. I can't lie. But respect to you, man. Fucking hell. Oh man, what are we doing here, bruv? What are we doing here? Oh, listen. Breaking news: Manchester United have held informal discussions with the representatives of Super Thomas Tuchel. I know. Listen, let me talk to you about the PR, bruv. Let me tell you about the PR. They are shoehorning McKenna with Manchester United, right? He got treated badly, McKenna, by Manchester United staff, all right, when he was there with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and maybe under Mourinho. I'm not so sure, but definitely under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because it was toxic, bruv, all right? He's not going to want to go back there. They're not interested in him. They're not interested in him. Yeah? But what these clown lakes do is they use Fabrizio Romano's and Paulsteins and Ben Jacobs and all these wrong-uns to put out that Manchester United are interested in him so that it makes the fan base go, well, if Man United want him, then, well, he's good. If Brighton want him, oh, he's good. We're building that similar model. So we want him. No, mate. They're not looking at that. You're mad. If they were going to get a McKenna ilk type gaffer, they would go and get Jellyfish Potter. End of story. Who they've actually been speaking to. But they'll go for Tuchel, mate. And if that's the breaking news, let's have a look. Let's see. Let's see if it's breaking news. Let's have a look. Chelsea are set to ask Leicester for permission to speak to Enzo. We know that. Manchester United's 4-man shortlist from the Times. Now, the Times is linked to Tom Roddy. Tom Roddy is the communications director at Chelsea, hired by Bowley and Clown Lake. Yeah, just to refresh your memory. They're saying their list is Pochettino, Thomas Frank, Dumbo Frank, Tuchel, and McKenna. I will eliminate Frank. That's a Chelsea target. McKenna is a Chelsea target. Tuchel definitely ain't a Chelsea target. Well, he fucking well should be, because he's our gaffer. He should be our gaffer. That's the level of gaffer we should be looking at. Right? And a Pochettino. Pochettino is likely, could be, but Tuchel for me is number one. Tuchel will be number one. If they don't get Tuchel, it will be Pochettino. But Pochettino, I think, is more likely to go Bayern Munich, bruv. I just don't think they're going to go light bulb head company. I think Pochettino, knowing Harry Kane's there, and he's got some experience there, and he won't demand too much, but will demand a little bit. The Bayern Munich board will be able to cope with that, and he'll do all right in Bundesliga. So for me, Tuchel United, Pochettino Bayern, and it will be between Thomas Frank, McKenna, and the Herpes and Amorin at Chelsea. The way I look at it. But I don't think the Herpes and Amorin will be yes man. They won't be controlled as much, and they have got the capability with their characteristics to speak out against the owners. And that is why I want everyone to understand and stress. Pochettino called out the owners. He called out the project, basically, in very clever way. But he said, I don't want to have the excuse of more of youth, of inexperience. I don't have the excuse of a medical, injuries. And we do need to bring some sort of leadership and experience, which is going against what the model is. So when people like Simon Phillips and wannabe journalists want to come out and say that they're scrapping the under 25 model, it's a lie. It's to just keep the supporters at bay. Everything they do in the media is to keep the supporters where they want them. So when the supporters protest, they can't control that, because that's the true emotions of the supporters. Now, I know there are millions of Chelsea supporters that do not agree with this model. I know there's millions of Chelsea supporters that are in disgust, that they are worried that this manager list is an absolute embarrassment to our club, to our name and our stature. It's an outright criminal offence, and we are offended. I know Chelsea supporters are offended, bruv. Yeah. Twitter didn't delete that comment. The guy deleted it. He admitted he deleted it. He deleted it. Right? And he got a lot of stick for putting that tweet up as well. And he suffers with mental health, he said. So it's very sad that someone who's trying to make a difference, or just trying to trigger the fan base, you know, to take action, which is what we should all be doing, and we should all be united, gets fucking stick, abused, messages, DMs and all this. It's sad, bruv, because as society as a whole, it's like no one's trying to be hero here. Yeah, no one's trying to be hero. We just all want the same thing for our club. Football's meant to be escapism. It's meant to relieve and be the remedy for mental health, or people that suffer with illness, of any health conditions, or any mental health, or anything, bruv. Or they're going through a tough time in their life, or things are great, bruv. And they're so great that they need that kick in life. And Chelsea and football's that kick. That's all been stripped by clowns, man. Our football club. And we have to fight for our right to speak. It's freedom of speech, which has been literally stripped off the fan base. No one wants to speak up. Big up, what's his name? Charbel. Respect to him, bruv. I retweeted it. Absolutely. I've retweeted another one as well today. So, you know, we need to keep pushing it. Why are the big accounts not retweeting it? You know, you have to question them on it. It's poor. Because what? You don't think people turn up? People turn up. I know personally people turn up. Right? Oh, let's mud that score. The score. Yeah? That account. Little brown envelope tapped up wrongin'. All right? He said McKenna's done better, got better credentials than Gianluca Vialli and Ruud Gullit. Right? Listen to the fucking PR of this melt. Let me get it up. Let me get it up. Because I'm blocked. He blocked me ages ago, but someone screenshotted it. Let me get it up. McKenna has more listen to this. McKenna has more managerial experience and achievements currently than these men when they took big jobs. Glenn Hoddle, Ruud Gullit, Gianluca Vialli, Zinedine Zidane, who's won a fucking back-to-back Champions Leagues 3 times. The only manager to do it in history. Frank Lampard, who got us top 4 in a transfer ban, losing Eden Hazard and brought through youth with no experience, just from Derby, all right, which is championship experience when he came to Chelsea. And this guy had a better squad than this McKenna's got now, right? And Mikel Arteta, let go in. Look at the fucking state of that. Look at the state of this. This is what influences this social media. These are the types of people that go on this Twitter space that Matt Law was on today. All right? These types of people. Yeah? Fucking outright bought, man. Deluded. Yeah? They clearly don't want the best for our football club if you're spouting shite like that. All right? And you're disrespecting absolute goats in the game. You know, Zidane didn't have much experience, but he was a fucking genius at playing football, and he worked under great managers, and he played for great teams, and he won trophies, and he knows how the game should be played, and he had an elite squad under an elite fan base, under an elite owner, and he delivered, bruv, under those circumstances. Frank Lampard delivered. Ruud Gullit delivered us. You understand me? He started our whole revolution at Chelsea. You understand me? And Lego Head, he's worked under Pep Guardiola, who's a genius in the game. That's quite a lot of experience for me, I would say, because he was there for many years of Pep winning the league, mate, playing Champions League football. Listen, these guys who've got so-called their ITKs and they got links, bruv, it's mad, bruv. It's absolutely mad, yeah? But the counter argument these wrongers come out with is, "Oh, support your club." We support our club, mate. We don't support lunacy. Yeah, we're not supporting this lunacy, bruv. Yeah, this is suicidal. What's going on at Chelsea? Yeah. Thomas Frank, McKenna, and Maresca are all thought to be open to join. Of course, they're open to joining Chelsea. One's at Leicester, one's at Brentford, and the other one's at Ipswich. What are we doing here, bruv? What is that? Are we not? Is that not common sense, common knowledge, bruv? Fuck me, man. Thomas Tuchel has emerged as a front runner to replace Eric Ten Hag as Manchester United's manager should the club decide on change. They already have decided on change, and they're already going to make a change. All right. Now, you said, the proper Chelsea said, if we sell Conor, we riot. And I know there's a lot of you, and some of you on the Chelsea Supporters Trust. All right. You said you'd riot. Well, someone explained to me why Fabrizio Romano has said Chelsea will sign one or two centre-backs. They will have to get rid of Trev Chalobah for financial fair play, and they have to get rid of Conor Gallagher for financial fair play. So you're not going to riot then, or we're going to wait till they've got the gaffer and they've sold our fucking players before we riot, and then the damage is further done. Make it make sense, guys. What do we want here? We all want the same goal. We all want the same outcome. We want our Chelsea back. Yeah? There's no elite gaffers that are going to take over from Chelsea. But it's also said Conor Gallagher and Trev Baresi both want to stay at Chelsea. Well, of course they want to stay, bruv, and they should fight. McKenna is waiting for Chelsea. He's received very important proposal from Brighton, but he's waiting for Chelsea. Now, I still think McKenna is the Seagull Merchant's number one choice, but it's looking dodgy, mate. I think the herpes is their guy, personally, but they keep linking this Enzo because he worked with Pep. Not everyone's a Pep, mate. Ask Lego Head. Lego doesn't even play anything like Pep. So what are we doing here? What trust the process when you've got Xavi Alonso spending the smallest amount of money in the transfer window, inheriting a squad and won in the Bundesliga and done the double there? Yeah? What are we doing here? What process are they in? What stage? What phase? I'm asking you, wrong'uns. Scott Minto played for Chelsea. Let's have it right. Any young managers who have done really well at the moment, I would say give Chelsea Football Club a miss. Massive time. Yeah? In other words, big time. That is the last thing you need to jump in from a club, Kieran McKenna being one of them, that is completely stable at a club that is completely unstable, which is Chelsea. You need a really good coach, someone who can manage up, someone who can bring the kids through, someone who will toe the line for this year. That has been Mauricio Pochettino, and they're getting rid of him. They didn't get rid of him; he walked because of the circumstances that he always used to say. He always said it was so difficult, the circumstances, but yet we achieved sixth place. But we don't celebrate that at Chelsea. That's the correct thing to say, right? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. We need everyone to understand that the gaffer has no power. It's even that deep where he's not going to have the power on the field. And I'll tell you what, McKenna, when he comes, or whoever it is, will have to play Enzo and Concedo. The Ipswich guy who's watched Ipswich, who's a season ticket holder, whatever he is, he said Enzo's not really the type of player. McKenna, you know, he's it might be a little bit more of a problem, but he'd love Gallagher and he'd love Casado. And he likes to play the fullbacks to push up and cut back. And that's his, you know, it sounds like Poch ball. It's basically a BTEC Poch, right? So how is that gaffer tailor-made for the players they got? They want a gaffer that will suit the players they bought, suit the model, right? Well, that eliminates you from any elite gaffer because no elite gaffer would work with this and be successful with this. And these young players need an experienced gaffer. They need experience. They need a fucking leader, brother, general in the dugout. They need someone of that ilk of presence who can handle the media, who can handle the pressure, who can be a shithousery to the kids in the training ground, who can teach them, mould them, develop them. What the fuck is a little toothpick McKenna or a Enzo or a De Herpes, the fraudulent Wolverine, gelled airback, fucking hybrid of David Guest? What is he going to do? Big up Stephen Rowe, becoming a MineralsFC Ultra, bruv. Love to you, man. Respect to you, my geezer. Don Roman, we move.
Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich! Roman Abramovich!
They have created a divide and conquer, oldest trick in the book. They've divided and conquered the fan base, right? That's exactly what they've gone and done. They've divided and conquered the fan base. And all the PR is there to create a divide at all times, no matter what the story is, no matter what it is, whether it's true or bullshit. The majority of the time, it's bullshit, bro. You understand me? Yeah? And that's how they're able to implement this model. Everything they've done at this model. Salute to you, Stephen Rowe, bruv. Love and respect to you supporting the channel, my geezer. And all the new MineralsFC Ultra members, man. Respect to everyone, bruv. Yeah. Because we have been attacked on this channel. We have been slandered. We've been mocked on this channel. Yeah. We've had people slandering it, coming at me personally, or whatever it is, bruv. I know where United have got offices in London. I know. Listen, I'm telling you now, I will be doing a stream when Tuchel signs for United, and I'm not going to be a happy bunny, bruv. Yeah. And the cup finals, what? Man United and Man City. And one of them is not going to have a gaffer soon. Bruv, we've override the shadow ban. You understand me? Because we got Lee Gunner who supported it, bruv, supports the channel. He'll cancel it for me, bruv, with the amount of following he has. And we had Eunice Talks Minerals yesterday, bruv. Yeah. And we will fight it, bruv. And not only that, we are talking real facts here. We are really speaking honestly with our heart, our love for our football club on this channel, right? I speak for myself, obviously, but I also speak for everyone that supports the channel. Everyone's not going to agree with everything I say, but I will say I am spot on, and I know what I'm saying here. And I know what's happening behind the scenes. And the leaks specifically about the on-field dictatorship that they want as part of the deal with their next choice of manager, yeah, or coach, yeah, because he's a coach. Their yes man is a fact. I'm not lying here. And you can tell because when Potter was in charge, that's when I stood up and I was going, why are we playing like this? This is madness, bruv. Look at the quality we got, yeah? And I shouted out, this is not Chelsea. That was back then. And we lost to Southampton, 1-0 at home. Disaster, bruv, all right? Even during the season with Pochettino, similar thing. It just there was no chemistry, there was no balance, there was no development, there was nothing, bruv. All of a sudden, he changed it near the end of the season, and he said, "I've had enough, bruv. I've had enough." And he changed it, and what do you know? The results started coming. The confidence, the players were buying into it, because the players themselves are actually generally shocked. A lot of them, they didn't want Pochettino sacked. Cole Palmer is livid, bruv. Yeah, he's absolutely livid. Now they'll probably lie with some PR and say, "Oh, it's not him," or "It's not what." Trust me, bruv. Trust me. He's pissed. And now a player like Cole Palmer is questioning this project. He's questioning what we're building towards. What I thought we're meant to be backing with Poch. I thought Poch is our gaffer. We got hopefully Europa League, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Or hopefully we get Conference League at the worst, bruv. You know, we've shown progression. We've been mid-table all season, bruv. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me just get something. So right now we know that there's a list of gaffers, but what they're doing is what they did with Pochettino. They're putting out a short list, and that short list, if you look at all the gaffers, they don't look of any top quality. Now, someone explain to me, you've shoehorned Thomas Frank and McKenna to Man United's list. I know Potter's on that list, so they didn't put Potter on there, but I know Potter's on their list. Pochettino, Tuchel, and Potter are on Manchester United's list. McKenna is not, and Thomas Frank is not. So that's a fucking lie. But what they've done is they put two managers there that Chelsea want as their gaffer. But why the fuck? Chelsea had Pochettino, yet Man United are looking at Pochettino, make it make sense. And why the fuck ain't we bringing our Thomas Tuchel back if Man United are looking at Tuchel? Yeah? I rest my case, bruv. And it tells you the state of the ownership. Yeah. Fake narratives, false narratives, dictatorships, yeah, of the supporters' mindset, their psyche, bruv. Southgate is a bit of a problem because Southgate, you have to wait till the end of the Euros. And if you want to pre-see, I don't see Southgate at United. Personally, I don't see it, bruv. Yeah. And if United do hire Southgate or they do hire Potter, they deserve everything they fucking get, mate. And good luck to them, bruv, because they're going to be in the mud. Yeah? So have it right. When a gaffer like Thomas Tuchel's about, you do not turn those ones down, bruv. Yeah? And Bayern Munich acted got rid of Nagelsmann because Nagelsmann fell out with the Bayern Munich board. Bayern Munich got rid of, what was his name? Oliver Kahn, a legend for Bayern Munich, and another legend, all right? And didn't even invite them as guests to Champions League or nothing, bruv. Just stripped them, bruv. Big up to Jorgen. He says, big up, Johnny. Love how you dissected and landed it to I will do anything for pound notes when he was interviewed. Keep landing it and mudding the Clown Lake Circus up the MineralsFC. Big up to you, my geezer. Big up to you. Guys, make sure you do like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. It's very important to push the message out. And Tuchel's free. Yeah, great point, Daryl. Tuchel is free. You don't have to pay nothing. You know these clowns are suffering with FFP. All right, they waited the whole season to part ways with Poch because Poch, if they sacked him during the season, it would have cost them more money to go on the FFP books, and it would have made them mean that we would have to sell players for maybe more value or sell more players that they don't want to sell. Right. So they held on to Pochettino till the end of the season. And then they parted ways, and that's all right with their contract, whatever their terms are. So financially, it's not bad. They can't even afford to buy out certain gaffers. I think Amorin's got a release clause. I know the Enzo fella's got, 10 million? McKenna's got 4 million at this moment in time. You know, they're not small change, bruv. Do you remember the Clowns paid 20 million, or was it more? More than 20 million for Jellyfish Potter they spent to get him out of Brighton. Fucking idiots. And then they're still paying his contract out now, 12 million a year. That's on FFP, by the way. And you lot they want to blame Roman. Man, they must think we're from fucking Mars or something. Yeah. None of these gaffers they're bringing on this list are anywhere near the level I want at Chelsea. All right? None of them. The problem I have is they might be talented. They might have some credentials of talent, bruv. Yeah. But the reality is they won't be able to do their job. That's where the problem lies, is that they're going to be dictated by Carrington Stanley. They're going to buy the players and they're going to say to him, make it work. And make it work with the squad we got, because the data tells us that this will compete for Champions League football. This will get us and win trophies. We should be in the top 4. Deluded, bruv, right? That is a budget Roman model, because Roman used to buy the players with Marina or Emanalo. They used to buy the players, all right? And they'd bring in an elite top gaffer or a gaffer with some sort of credentials, bruv, all right, who's won something, and bring them in, and they get the best out of the squad. This is a little version of Roman Abramovich. This is like Primark, bruv. Yeah? This is criminal. And people are not waking up to it. They don't get it. News just landed on American media that Todd might sell his stake. Where's this come out, bruv? This is waffle. No chance. He ain't selling, bruv. Where's the news? All right, guys, you need to either tag me on Twitter X, yeah, on my account, or put what it says in the chat. Or where can I search for this? Where can I search for this, guys? You're either trolling me, fella. I need to see this. So Gab Marcotti, what, is saying that Meatloaf Bailey's going to sell his share, bruv? Johnny, Alex Goldberg and Phillips are saying Chelsea will go for Emery. I know, because he's the number 1 target. I've told you that. All right, is it on their Twitter or is it on... have they clicked it on their Twitter, guys? ESPN Sport. He ain't selling, bruv. Tag me on Twitter then, mate. Yeah? Where is it? I posted you in your chat. Let me have a look. Where is it? I'll have to go on my phone because I don't think I can click on things here. Post a link then. Post a link. Put it in the chat for people to see. Let me see. You're saying that Marcotti's saying that they're going to sell the share. He's going to sell his share. I don't believe that. No, anyone can post a link, not just mods. Anyone can post a link. Anyone can post a link. ESPN podcast. There's nothing there, bruv. You're just winding me up. I ain't got time for this shit. All right? You either put the link in the chat or we don't waffle about stuff like that. The reality is he ain't selling nothing, bruv. He ain't selling nothing. He ain't selling his steak. He loves the, I would do anything for pound notes. You understand me? Yeah. There's no way he's selling, bruv. Right? No way. Yeah. Absolutely no chance. Anyway, Amorin is number one, but he signed a contract extension. All right. Okay. Let's have a look. All right. You have got, what's the account on here? Forever Blue, Ever Chelsea. All right. That's the account that's tagged me in on this. Let's put it up. He says Todd Boehly might sell all of his stake in Chelsea, according to claim from ESPN pundit. He says the Gab and Jules show is one of the best football podcasts out there because of Gabriel Marcotti and Julian Laurens know their stuff, and also because they're not afraid to get into the granular detail of events. This isn't just your usual football show rounding up viral moments from the weekend before. They like to get technical and stuck in more than just the goals and gaffs. All right. So he says the current Chelsea setup, is Todd Boehly as part owner, with a majority of the club owners by Clearlake Group, headed by Iqbali and Feliciano. It's actually more complicated than that, but it's the easiest way to explain it. Marcotti claimed that Boehly and Clearlake duo of Iqbali and Feliciano don't see eye to eye. We've seen Boehly stepping back. They seem to be at odds. I think Boehly might fade into the background, maybe sell part of his stake or all of his stake. He's not going to be visible, the pundit continued. It's also an interesting take on things. Of course, we hear so little from them. It's hard to get a read on what's going on behind the scenes. But the reporting that Iqbali was anti-Pochettino while Boehly came out and publicly praised the coach recently certainly backs up Marcotti's speculating that the two parties are pulling in different directions. Whether or not that leads to Boehly to sell part of his stake or just take more of a passive role, overall remains to be seen. But as Marcotti points out, the overwhelming financial might is with Clearlake, which we know. We know this. But again, it's PR to give the illusion to calm the sports down to think, oh, Meatloaf Boehly's going to step out. Iqbali's always been the main guy, and I've always called him out as that. All right? As I've dug in deeper and deeper, I knew that Iqbali and Feliciano, the two of them, they are running the show. That's the facts, yeah? One second. So Iqbali's the main guy. We know this. Siri Merchant's always been a kingpin, bruv. Yeah? But what's scary is, when did this come out? When was this article put out? It doesn't say when it was put out. May the 23rd. So it was no, it's today. So it's literally breaking news. That's breaking news, guys. Is that morning or evening, though? It's literally tonight while we were on stream. It's happened. It's just happened live while we're on stream. That Meatloaf Bowley is could sell all of his stake. Now, that remains to be whether that happens or not. I want to see, but maybe Bowley's going. I think I'm getting out of this one. You know what I'm saying? Get him out, bruv. Get Meatloaf Bowley out. The less of them, the better. And then we can just blame Siri Merchant on his own, the fucking melt. And let's get him out. But might is a big word. And it's a very vague word. And the reality is, I don't buy it. Yeah? I don't believe it. It's like I don't believe what Gaffer we get. And I don't believe signings we make until they're holding the Chelsea shirt. That's where I stand, bruv. Speculation. Reports are reports. But I will give it to Marcotti and Julian Laurence. Are they going to mud themselves? Are they guessing? You know what I'm saying? It's not factual. But there has been some tensions behind the scenes. Now, Meatloaf Bowley, we know he's seen it from a sports perspective, and maybe he thinks they've gone a step too far, bruv, in the sense of a dictatorship. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't selling fuck all, mate. I don't believe it. And I'll tell you this now. He knows exactly what the game is because he knew when they started. So, yeah, I'm eliminating that. Sorry. This is all to simmer down the protest talk. Trust me. They're wetting themselves on the protests front. If that's the case, why is Meatloaf Bowley stepping forward and speaking all so much if he's meant to be taking a step back like they said? Like Toothpick Jacob said at the start of the season, Bowley's not sporting director. He's taking a step back. And now it's Ed Barley playing sporting director, right? So this whole thing of Meatloaf Bowley sitting in front of aspiring businessmen or businesses, giving a talk, talking about Chelsea, avoiding the supporters, but saying, oh, it's exactly how we drew it up. It's all coming to fruition and it's how we planned it. And now all of a sudden we've gone from that to him fucking selling the stake. Get out of here, bruv. You think we're stupid, man. If that's the case, sell your stake to Roman Abramovich, bruv. How about that? Drink them minerals in. I know it's Gab. I do respect Gab Marcotti. But listen, when people report on these clowns, it's like getting in bed with with you know who. Do you understand me? You don't want to do that because they will bite you. They'll reverse it somewhere or another, and then you'll be muddied. Which is why a lot of these journalists are very careful. They're careful, but they'll have a backdoor exit. Listen, Meatloaf Bowley sat there giving it all the big and like he'd done it personally. You know, him and Ed Barley, they're the reason that we got European football. We're the reason that it's all coming together and that our XG's amazing, bruv. It's all a load of tosh, mate. All a load of tosh, bruv. Yeah. Big up Rebel Rising. He says, why is buying downgrading so much with company? I don't believe the company news. I don't believe it. Why would buying an elite football club go for some, not even a B Tech, he's like a Z Tech learnt off Pep. He's hardly had any experience, mainly championship experience. He's failed in the Premier League. He's using an AI data scouting, the club he's at, Burnley, which tells you it's failing because they got relegated, so it can't be that good. And we're using the same data, by the way, in the same AI scouting system, except they got a bit more money to play with. And you're going to bring him to Bayern Munich, an elite football club, from Thomas Tuchel. It doesn't fit, doesn't make sense, and I still think Poch is the one they're waiting for. And I think they're just not revealing their cards in the market. Because what if they do make it broadcasted that they put Pochettino out there, that buy and say they want Poch, and then Man United are fully interested in Poch, and they lose out on Poch? Then the other manager that they might be talking to is going to go, well, you didn't want me. I was second choice. So it's part of the game. It's part of the game. But I wouldn't buy into it too much, bruv. Light bulb head ain't got nothing, mate. All right. Well, that was a little bit of entertainment. I'll give you that. That was a little bit of entertainment. He ain't selling nothing, mate. These lot play hardball. They play hardball. Yeah. It's gone very quiet all of a sudden. Chelsea have held a long-term interest in Ruben Amorim, would be 12.8 million, a hefty fee, even given the club are towing a fine line with competing with profit and sustainability. Says FFP. That's what I'm saying, bruv. They got to pay out money, but don't worry, Conor Gallagher or Trev Baresi will cover that. Chelsea have started formal interviews with candidates. There is understood to be 4 mystery men involved. Listen, it's all load bullshit. It's pantomime. It's they've already made their choice, bruv. Look at this. Yeah? This is what we're bringing to Chelsea. Is this what we're bringing to Chelsea? The game's gone, bruv. I mean, these clowns are gone. They're mad. I just don't believe it, bruv. Honestly. Listen, they're all mid. Everyone's mid. Every single gaffer that they are looking at is mid. Non-elite. Again, we go for the same thing again. Non-elite. Do they not understand the word upgrade? Do they not understand the word elite? Generational. Yeah, it is what it is, bruv. But look, I don't know what is to come right now, but I know the yes man tax is dictating everything at this football club, and we need to put a stop to it. So, all the Chelsea, retweet, push. If you live in this country, you need to help support and fight against this, bruv. We've got to fight against it. You know what I'm saying? They're making every gaffer look like a prime Pep, or they're the next best thing. They're the next generational gaffer. They're deluded, mate. It's all, they're pitching like you wouldn't believe. They're trying to sell sand to an Arab, but they can't even do that. Yeah, they can't do that. They think they can sell sand to an Arab, but they can't. They can't do it, bruv. Yeah. Fuck playback. What's playback? What is playback? I don't really care about it, bruv. Like, what is it? What? So they can make money? What is it? I'm not interested, bruv. YouTube, you get to see what you listen to, bruv. Yeah? It hits a worldwide audience, bruv. Playback is, I don't even know what it is. You know what I mean? It's like Twitter spaces. So why not just do a Twitter space? I don't get it. What's the difference? What's the difference in it? Yeah, because he's worked with Pep. You want him. I mean, what? Anyone who's worked with Pep, does that mean they're going to be like Pep? Nah, man. Listen, I'll see. I'll look into playback. Let's see what it's all about. I'll see what it's all about. But they'll only tap that. They'll only shadow ban or do something on that, and you know what I mean. So it is what it is. But listen, big up to everyone. If there's any breaking news, we will be streaming. Don't you worry about that. You know what I'm saying. But respect to everyone. Smash the like button. Hit the subscribe button. And as I've always said, don't forget, they said Bowley had a meal with Pochettino. all right, after the game, right? After the game. Well, Bowley's been in America. Yeah, he's in the States, in LA. So how's he having a meal with Pochettino? It must have been on Skype, or it must have been on Zoom or something, you know? But yeah, great idea to get a championship manager or some non-elite gaffer to demand top four, bruv. It is what it is. Listen, as always, it's Clown Lake out or sort it out. Blue coat out or sort it out. Respect to everyone. We need to get our club back, and the message is loud and clear on my channel. It's loud and clear on my Twitter. Let's see who else has got minerals, bruv. But respect to everyone. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, put all your comments down below after the end of the stream, and make sure you go and watch the stream with Eunice yesterday and the other stream I did earlier before that as well. There's plenty of content, plenty of facts, plenty of minerals landing. Salute to everyone that's donated and become a Minerals FC Ultra. Shout out to Adam R Rated, who donated 20 odd memberships or 10 memberships to everyone in the chat. That is proper nice, just like Don Roman did that time. And we will leave with Don Roman because that's where our standards lie and our love lies. And we love our Chelsea and we want our Chelsea back. So let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up Minerals FC. Let's go.